In this section of the LibGuide, we're going to be learning about how to tell if the information that we're getting from social media is actually good, if it's high quality and we can use it. Something that happens to a lot of us while we're researching or while we're working on any kind of a creative project is we might sit back and think to ourselves, is this crap? The good news is that in information searching, if applied correctly, CRAAP can be a good thing. What I'm talking about here is the CRAAP test. It's CRAAP. Currency, relevance, authority, accuracy, and purpose. This test was developed by Sarah Blakesley at California State University, Chico in 2004. She's an instructional librarian helping students find information and understand that information, and she was thinking to herself that she needed a good way and a good acronym to help this information really stick with students. So CRAAP is what she came up with. According to Dawn Emsalem-Wachowski and Laura E. Cole, who are also both librarians, social media is really tied to the identity of the creator here. So this is a big one where authority and the CRAAP test come in. By using the CRAAP test, we can understand the digital ethos of the different sources that we're looking at. We can understand, can we trust this source and really keep using it for these purposes? So, like I said, it's currency, relevance, authority, accuracy, and purpose. I'm going to take you on a walkthrough of what these 5 letters actually mean to us when we're using them. The first is currency, and in social media, a big thing with currency is we can look at the timestamp. We understand on some sites which exact time of day something was posted. On all social media, we can see what date, so we know what day, month, and year it was posted. And we can understand whether we're looking at something that came from years ago, somebody's old post, to look at today's happenings. This isn't what we should be doing. We should be using the most current information that we can, or using information that came from the time period that we're trying to understand on social media. We can also think about, for currency, what are your chronology settings? For example, Facebook can show you things in reverse chronological order, or it can show you things that are relevant to you and that it thinks you want to see. One of these is definitely more biased than the other as far as currency goes, because with relevancy, you won't be seeing things as they're happening. You'll be seeing what Facebook thinks you should be seeing. This brings us into relevancy right away. What we need to know is, does this have anything to do with the information that you're looking for? So if you're looking for a community event, are you seeing a cat video? Is that what you really need from social media at this moment? Can the comments point you to other sources? For example, I've used social media comments when looking for things about brands that I like to see which size I think would fit me best, how different clothes will react to being washed certain ways. So just because comments can turn into places where there are internet trolls doesn't mean that you can't use them. It just means that you need to be aware of what you can get out of the comments. And you've got to think, is this source even searchable? So sometimes it's not that easy to find old information on social media because it's trying to stay current. So you might not necessarily even really be able to find the things that you're looking for in a quick and efficient way. Authority is a big one for social media because anyone can use social media. So what you need to think about is, who is running this account? Is it an account for a restaurant that you really like, and the restaurant's account is maybe a local one and it's run by somebody who works there? That's a great source of authority. That person works at that restaurant, they know what's happening there, what kind of food is there. You can probably trust that account. You need to understand this person's background. So if you're looking for political news on social media, you need to understand the commentator and what they know about what they're talking about. This is going to be really important to getting this good information. You also sometimes need to understand who even made this technology or this app that I'm using. According to Sarah Wachter-Becher in her book Technically Wrong, diversity in tech is pretty low. Not a lot of women, not a lot of people of other races or sexual orientations work in technology. So we need to think, is this technology serving me? Do these people understand the authority that I approach life with? Sometimes tech might not take you and your needs into account. For accuracy, we need to understand, has this person researched anything? This kind of ties into authority where we're thinking about what somebody already knows. So if they don't already know stuff, did they research it? Can they cite the sources that they got this information from? And we also need to know, is this a personal experience? We can use social media and personal experiences to validate different ideas that we have. It's important to be able to share stories, and people's personal experience really determines a lot about how they see the world, and diverse personal experiences can all come together to form one complete story. But if we're not looking for that kind of information, if we're straight up looking for facts, we need to be aware of whether this is somebody's opinion that's coming at us from social media. The last letter is P, P for purpose, and that's, what is this message even trying to tell you? So we need to understand things on social media like, is this an ad? Is this sponsored content? Is this original content? Is this about an event? And we also need to know if there's bias. So this all still goes back to understanding the digital ethos of someone and their authority and knowing where this person is approaching the information from.